should be live.
It's got, I don't know what the hell.
What did it do when it went down?
It went to a whole different channel. It went to some 4K shit. There we go. We good.
All right, double check we're up, but everything should be up and running.
All right. What up, everybody? You Control You podcast. What am I most grateful for? I'm grateful for life, man. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my boys, my friends. I'm grateful that my brothers were introduced as some of the most influential Black men in the state of Wisconsin. Everyone should shout out Corey for that. He's doing the damn thing, and Bacall, DJ Payne one. So they killing it. Man, I'm just grateful for life overall, man. That's how we do. So I know last week I talked about coming back to the book. I wanna let the book cool off a little bit. I thought about it. We dove pretty heavy into the book last week. So this week I want to talk about the moment you realize no one is coming, right? And that's an interesting moment for a lot of people. And people handle it, in different ways. So that's funny. So first off, there's there's always these little moments in life, and they're quiet, and you're all alone, and you realize that no one is coming to save you, no one's going to help, no one's going to rescue you. There's no such thing as perfect timing as far as this. How you react in that situation will dictate the next few years of your life. And for some people, it may not even happen until parents die, right? Or you're in another country and you have nowhere to, like, no one to turn to, and things are just going wrong right then. It's an eye-opening experience, realizing that you have no one to turn to. But that's how life really is, especially for men, right? If you can recognize that no one's coming to save you, it'll force you to think differently. It'll force you to navigate this world a little more carefully, and also using your head, if that makes sense. Most of the time people think about wishing they had someone around because it'll give them a break. It'll give them someone to understand them, someone to help fix the situation, someone to validate them, right? But you don't need any of that stuff. Doesn't mean that it's not nice when it comes along, right? But you don't need it. You can function just fine on your own. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get married and shouldn't have kids and shouldn't do all this. I'm not saying all that. But especially for men, understand that when you decide to do these things, the responsibility is fully on you. I say it all the time. Heavy is the crown, right? That crown is really heavy. And the crown doesn't get lighter, right? You just become stronger at carrying it. And there's nobody that can help you carry that thing. Like what I think about when I think about my son is right now he's learning lessons on how to carry the crown. He's learning that when it comes to school, he's responsible for doing his homework. He's responsible for studying. He's got to be responsible for that so he can do the best he can. He's responsible for training and lifting and doing all these things necessary in order to be great at the things he wants to be great at. That translates across the board, right? If you're running a business, if you're working a job, if you're taking care of your family, all these things run together. So recognizing that nobody's going to come rescue you is vital, right? And right now, what's beautiful is that when you have kids, they're you want them to learn these lessons while they have somebody there. So it's like they're learning to be alone and do their things, knowing that you're there. That way, when they get old enough, they can rely on themselves. And when you're not here anymore, they'll have it. I talk about sometimes how the scene in the Black Panther in the first one, where T'Challa goes to the spirit realm and he's speaking to his father, and he's like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready. And his father just says straight up, if you're not ready, then I didn't do my job. Essentially, everything I've done is to prepare you for this moment. That's huge. That's that's big time right there. Everything I did was to prepare you for this moment. And that's how I look at it with my own son. It's like you're the man of the house when I'm not here. It's on you. You are going to be responsible for everybody. I'm responsible for my daughter, my ex-wife, my daughter's mom, my wife, my son, all my students, the other two people that run a business inside of mine, like their families. When I think about this, I literally have 100 plus people that I'm responsible for, that my decisions could affect them. That that crown doesn't get lighter. That doesn't get lighter. When I think about Corey, if he makes the wrong move and the studio doesn't run, he's got other people that are running businesses out of this, running podcasts, doing different things. He could always rebuild, but heavy is the crown. And so that's what you want. You want that responsibility. You want that. I don't even call it a burden. You just want that opportunity to step up. It's the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. You want the ball or not? Because it's on you, 100%. Once you realize that it's on you and just on you, you no longer become the victim to your situations. You're no longer just waiting around trying to figure it out. You're doing things to figure it out. You're making the right moves to figure it out. And it's a freeing feeling, to be honest with you. One of the dopest things I ever heard was um 50 Cent. He said he was like, I couldn't run away. Who was I going to run to? Who was I going to run to? And it made him an animal. He's always down for the beef. Oh, you want to talk? We can talk. You want to throw hands? We can throw hands. Whatever you want to do. I like that. That's a dog mentality. It's and I'm talking about this because I believe we live in a society where not enough people are following that code, where they're not looking at life that way. And it's like, don't wait until you have to look at life that way. Like for me, it was forced upon me early on. I didn't have a choice. I wasn't given the same protection that I'm given to others. I wasn't given the same opportunities as I'm able to give others. That's why I find it so important to give people those opportunities, right? It's it's on me. When the crappy part is, and I went through this too, when you realize that you're all alone, you go through all the stages that lead you to the dark side. Fear, anger, grief, um and because it is scary. It's on you. You make the wrong decision, you got to come back and fix it. Now, granted, you can always come back and fix it if you are still alive, but it doesn't mean that it's not scary. You don't know if you're about to step off the cliff and fly or if you're about to fall straight to your death right in that moment. And it cripples some people. It paralyzes them sometimes and makes them feel like they can't do anything with their life. And that's a real tough situation to be in, yo. And because of that fear, you get angry and irritable and stressed and all this stuff. And it's like there's a process of dealing with it. It's like and during that time, you're looking at everything like a burden. You're looking at it like it's too much. It's too much to carry. And I'm telling you that you don't have to look at it that way. You don't have to you don't have to treat it like it's a burden. You can instead look at it for what it is. It's the choices that you made. You chose to be in this situation. You're just now realizing that you're all alone on it. And that's okay. And that's cool. And you just got to realize you got to move forward with that. And once you do that, it's like this wave of relief hits you. It's like, oh, yeah, I got this. It's all on me. Let me make this happen, right? Let me go ahead and be and get this done. Let me make it happen. Let me make it pop. And that's when you start seeing you start seeing things change in your life. Opportunities all of a sudden start coming because you're working. You're putting in the time, the effort, right? And you no longer make excuses for what's going on. And you are able to function differently. And you got less time for bullshit from other people. You don't want to deal with the BS. You don't want to deal with what they're talking about. You don't want to deal with the whining of it. It's like, would you stop being a victim? Get up off your get up off your knees. Quit swallowing stuff. Get up and get it done. Do what you got to do. That was clever. I don't know how I pulled that off and stay edited. I'm impressed with myself on that one because I had 5 other things that wanted to come out, and I was able to keep it edited. That I'm proud of myself on that one. So as you move and follow this path, right? And you realize that you're all alone, that you're not a victim, you could choose that path, right? The other path is becoming bitter and blaming others and no longer accepting responsibility and no longer choosing to be the best version of yourself, right? And that's going to put you in a really bad situation. I know people like this. I know people that life is going tragic things happen to them, right? Horrible things happen to them. And they're stuck in that moment. They're just stuck. And they're blaming everybody else for all their problems. And how do you function? How do you move? How can you move forward? That that moment is done. The pain's already going to be with you. So what, you going to keep blaming others and keep being a victim just because? Got to walk that path because nobody's going to save you. Nobody's going to rescue you. And it's, I don't know. It's mind blowing when I think about it. How do you, how do you move forward when bad things happen? That's a good question to ask them. I like that question. Um, when I think about things, my personal moment, I've had a few of them in my life. One, when I realized nobody was going to save me with my stepfather, and I fought back. That was, I'm not going to lie, that's probably the freest I've ever felt in my life when I ran out of that house after slamming him and fighting back. I was on cloud nine. I thought I was the man for sure. And it definitely freed me. It definitely it felt like the chains that have been locking me down were gone. It was crazy. When I got back into training after my leg injury, I stopped being a victim. That felt good. That felt really good. I felt free again. I realized that I can do this. I don't need to wait on someone else. I don't have to wait on all this other crap to happen. Right. And then COVID. COVID was tough. Like, because of the business aspect, going through a divorce and realizing that no one's going to save me in that one either. I had to deal with it. I had to confront some things within me and go forward. That's what it was. So those are my personal moments that jump out. What are some of yours? Like, Corey, what's something that jumps out to you?
As a bad personal moment.
Just when you realized that nobody was coming.
Mm. In college.
Mm.
Kind of on my last leg in college, basically in a position of academic probation, possibly being kicked
Mm.
out, bills piling up as far as being behind on tuition, which is why I had to spend some semesters out, and then not finding anything that brought me joy.
Mm.
And so I was in a state of, probably some sort of state of depression,
Mm.
just because I wasn't playing basketball anymore.
Yeah.
Normally a big relationship guy, wasn't in a relationship, and then everything I was trying, it's coming up zero.
Mm.
I just wasn't able to. Felt like I wasn't able to stack any wins.
Ooh.
And so it was like, man, if I get kicked out, oh man, I'm gonna get it from my parents.
Yeah.
What does that
Yeah.
say about me that I came up here to this school and then I couldn't hold water because I've been on academic probation for 3 out of the first 4 semesters?
Yeah.
What does that mean for my future moving forward? I'm not playing ball. I'm not doing anything that's actually of benefit to anybody else. Like, community participation is before I started getting back into like community centers and things of that sort. So I was just lost. And so
Mm.
the only place I could go, and I was not even that heavy of a religious guy, was to the chapel.
Ooh.
Because on campus they had a chapel actually it was in the Union.
Mm.
And so I would go in there um, in between classes sometimes
Yeah.
and just I don't know, I've cried in there, but I was just looking for like anything,
Yeah.
like a direction, a sign. What should I be doing, moving towards? What should I not be
Mm.
doing? Am I in the right place? Is all this for nothing? Like
Yeah.
just some sort of direction.
Yeah.
But I figured out nobody was coming.
Yep.
There's no bailout plan. The bailout plan is me. And so I have to make a conscious decision of what I have to change. And I can't just talk about it. I have to put energy towards it
Hmm.
and then deal with what comes as a result.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned the chapel. God is with us, but God wants us to figure it out. That's a fact. Like, it's on us. We have to figure that out. And I wish, and I guess that's why I'm talking about this. It's like I've been dealing with people that are stuck in victim mode, and it's like, man, what are we doing? Like, realize that you're alone and keep it moving forward. Then realize that you have the ability to change your life. You just have to do it. It's not easy. It's not every day. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not easy and it's not going to be done overnight, but it's simple. Just do it every day. Every single day, and don't deviate from the plan. Make adjustments, but don't deviate from set plan. And if you could realize that nobody's coming to rescue you, you have to do the work. Life is way simpler. Wait, what did that person just say? Follow me back. He looks like a very handsome Mexican. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take the handsome. I am handsome. The boy is so handsome. I don't know why. I don't know. I love the challenge. I absolutely love the challenge of knowing that it's on me. Buck stops with me. I love that because it makes you focus. Like, you're in control of it. You control you. You control how you react to it. You control whether or not you are going to deal with the situation and confront it. You're going to deal with what habits you got to create to be able to do this. You're going to you're going to realize that you're in control of the effort you put forth, and it's just control over yourself, not anyone else. It's just you're taking control for yourself. And once you do that, life becomes really simple. Like, really, really simple. And those of you that are tuning in, please talk, man. I want to know when did you figure out when you were alone? Have you figured that out yet? Have you been in a situation where you got to rely on just you? Right? It's the funny thing is that when you realize that it's all on you, you have no one to run to, you have nothing. it doesn't necessarily mean you're alone. Like, I'm married, I have kids, I'm not alone. I have a gym full of students. I'm not alone. However, I'm the one in charge. I'm the one that's handling the situation. As I spoke about before, it's recognizing that 100 plus people are relying on me. Now, that doesn't make me the next Elon. What it makes me is the king of my empire. And I wear the crown. If it fails, I'm letting down my entire empire. My job is to serve them. My job is to bring something better to them. Period. Done. And I'm teaching my son to wear the crown the same way. Wearing the crown doesn't give me power. What it does is that it forces me to be in service of so many other people. My job is to serve. That's what I realized when I realized that no one is coming. I killed the boy to let the man be born. Game of Thrones right there, baby. When you realize that no one is coming to rescue you, right? That you got to deal with it, you're no longer a boy. You're a man. Who's that? The mask? I can't read that name. The mask store says in that situation now. What's your situation, homie? Like, this shit ain't complicated, yo. It's really not. It just falls on you. It really falls on you. And if you could realize that it's falling on you, you be all right. You're going to do just fine. You might mess it up. I can't tell you how many times I've messed it up. It's insane. But that doesn't mean that I'm failing in life. I just got to get up and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. And that's where so many of y'all just stop. Y'all play the victim. Oh, why me? What is going on? If I only had this, and I get it, man. Like, I think sometimes, like, man, why can't I have a rich uncle? Why can't I have an uncle that just like, hey, 1.5, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't, like, of course. But how dope will it be when I create my own thing and I got 1.5? Maybe I'm that uncle. I become the uncle. Oh, man, dude, I see you running your business. I see you got everything in line. You've been doing it for 7 years. Here's 1.5, kid. Here you go. What, Unc? I can't take that from you. Yes, you can. Here you go. There you go. Give me 1%. 1% ownership in that business. Here's 1.5. Here you go. Because when I was a kid, oh, damn. When I was a kid, I would always want my dad. I'd want my dad to come save me. I'd want my dad to come get me out of this situation. I want my dad to be at my games. I want my dad to be here. I'd want my dad to do all of these things that I thought a dad should do. But I was alone. And I became the father that I wanted. I became the father that I needed. That doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. But my kids are starting at a different point, which isn't that the goal of creating generational wealth and knowledge? My kids have a better starting point than I did. So the goal is I also teach them, right? I teach them how to catch the fish, even though they're not forced to catch the fish the same way I was, so that they can give their kids something different. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is that? Queens Row? Queen Row 09. Next level, I'm staying. I love this. Oh man, I appreciate that. Like, my daughter has had one boyfriend. She's about to be 22. My son makes school a priority. He's not the greatest at it, but he makes it a priority. He practices, he works out, he trains hard. By the time he graduates high school, he's going to be 2 or 3 times the athlete that I ever could have wished to be. Right? And so he's going to graduate with better grades than me. He's going to be set up for college in a way that I never was. But even the way he deals with women, he's talking to a girl right now. That's what he says. He's talking to a girl. He doesn't want to get in a relationship because he doesn't think he's ready. Do y'all understand? He's a 15-year-old boy. Do you understand how next level that is? The way he's able to express himself in regards to this girl, in regards to himself. Like, I didn't discover that until I was like 40. When I was 15, I was like, oh man, a girl likes me? Oh, we got to go to your parents' house. What you mean? We got things to go handle. Like, at 15, I was reckless. My job was to smash. If I wasn't smashing the girl, I didn't see the point in talking. It's a waste of my time. My son is completely the opposite. I love it because I realized as I got older, it's not about that. It's not, man. I've been there, done that. It's not about that. Freestyle King says most men aren't ready. Most men aren't ready, to be honest, until they're established themselves. If you're talking about relationships, yeah, but my son's 15. He's gonna be a while. But I think really what it is he doesn't know how to balance. He just doesn't have the time, and he recognizes that. He recognizes he doesn't have the time. He's a 15-year-old kid that is deep into sports. He is like pushing himself. He wants to maintain 3 sports during the school year and stay on his grades. And he trains with a personal trainer and lifts. Like, that's hard, yo. But he has the understanding of himself to recognize I like this girl, but I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship. So, Queens Row, most of what we want is built on dreams when you wake up and you can devote yourself to others. Yes, I agree. Freestyle King, you have a great son with great ideas and intentions. Yeah, man, like I say it all the time, my kids are amazing. Absolutely amazing. My son is everything that I am without all the pain. My son reminds me of what I could be. And it's funny because in some ways I strive to be a little bit more like him. He's so loving. He's so caring. And I'd rather just be Bane. Darkness. I was born in the dark. I would rather be that all day. So I think it's our job as a parent to learn, because kids aren't stupid. So as much as we're teaching, we should be learning. And in that, we're able to be a little more childlike, and they're able to become an adult. Oh, Freestyle King, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Freestyle King says, I have to friend you, King. You giving real gems. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I don't know. I wish more people realize that you just can't wait on others to come help you. You can't wait on things. Don't be trapped. Don't be a victim in this life. You're meant to be a king. You're meant to be a queen. You're meant, like, whatever analogy you want to use with that. I like calling myself a king. I like to move as I'm a king, because to me, a king is always in service. People think of kings as like, oh, they're all powerful, they're doing this. It's my job to serve and be in service of everybody that's within my borders, within my empire. Again, I run a business between my students and the other two businesses that run out of my gym. It's like 100-something people. Add my family to that. Like, I have a very small empire, but it's mine. So it's incumbent onto me to make sure the doors stay open, make sure the jobs are getting done. It's not a burden. I enjoy it. I'm also the head coach. Not a burden. I enjoy it. I have other coaches that said they don't want to be the head coach. Like, that's a pressure they don't want. I don't look at it as a pressure. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. The bigger the stage, the more I could do. And it forces me to get better. Like, that's the thing. I got to constantly get better at doing what I'm doing. It's like I can't stay stagnant. Even as being a dad, like, I can't stay stagnant. And that's when you realize you got to do it on your own. You realize, like, you just constantly got to get better. You constantly got to evolve. It's some dope shit. Edward, what up? What Freestyle King says, I respect all men as a king, nothing less. Same with women, they're a goddess / queens. Yes, I love it. Queens Rose, streams of income and impact. Yes. Freestyle King, the only burden is not to enjoy it. This isn't self, this is what matters. Man, yo, can you follow both of them, please? Because they're saying some dope stuff. If we got to do it after, we could do it after. But, like, yeah, that's dope. That's dope from both of you. That's so dope, man. I'm happy that y'all are getting what I'm putting down, yo. Like, this is, and again, I for anybody that was tuned in last week, and I was talking about the book, The Way of a Superior Man. I said I was going to come back and do it. I will get back to doing it, but this was on my dome, so felt like this is something that I should talk about. So, but man, it's about that. Time went by fast today.
Super fast.
Like, man. Shit. But next Monday.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna make faces at that. What's Freestyle King say? I seen you on the what is that? And was like, let me stop in here. It's on my, for a reason, glad I did. Oh, for your, oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate that. For your page, yeah. I'm old, man. I don't understand all these little acronym things. Today was a fast day. Yeah, like, I don't know. Most time I want to walk around and just snatch somebody up and be like, why you being a victim? Ain't no one here to save you. So I thought about talking about it. Yoking everybody up probably isn't the right move for me right now. Reminds me of what you talked about last week. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and so I'm an AB's baby too. I had to learn, similar to what you're saying earlier. You have to learn. Yeah, you always got to learn. Yo, and let me take a second before I get offline. If I would appreciate it, those of y'all that are following me and rocking with me, go check out Madison 365. It's they reach about 500,000, 750,000 people in the Dane County area over here. And go check that out, madison365.com. Go check them out. And do me a favor, share the most influential brothers in Wisconsin. Share that article because Corey's in it. My homie DJ Payne 1, my brother, is in it, but he goes on there. It'll be Bacall. And your boy who runs You Control You also made the list. Most influential black men in Wisconsin. That's oh man, yeah, there we go. Oh man, I appreciate that freestyle king. Yo, so that's a good closing to a year. I'll say that's a dope way to close a year. And yeah, about the podcast. Yeah, if you want to check out, you go to Madison 365, check out what they say about You Control You. Very dope article. This year is ending great. And my Bears just won. Don't look salty because we smacked the Eagles too. Are y'all even making the playoffs? Oh yeah. Are y'all even gonna make it past the first round? Lego. Yes, Bears. Let's go. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. The good gets better. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, he says he's a 49ers fan for life. However, I bet the Bears to win the other night. Let's go. Hey, we about to play y'all like this week, aren't we? No, wait, we have 49ers and then end with Detroit. So, man, we about Freestyle King. You're gonna have to tune back in. We're gonna have that little talk. We're gonna have to talk about it. I want Kittle to score a lot of points though, because I got him in fantasy, so I need him to score, but I need y'all to just lose. So I want this number one seed. I almost said St. Louis. I want the Rams to come through Chicago. I want Seattle to come through Chicago. I want to see if these teams really about it. I promise, bro, I'm here for a long run. Oh, man, I got it. So, all right, y'all. It's time for me to head over to my gym, go teach these kids some Muay Thai. Man, You Control You. Appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful Christmas. Have a beautiful Happy New Year if I don't see y'all beforehand. Love y'all, man. Peace. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bears. Oh, man. Let's go. That's how you close out a podcast right there, buddy. That's how you do that. That's how you